like a like a non-stop day. Now we're talking about the twin crystals. I have two. This one I got in Arkansas, and this one I believe was Arkansas, but not the same trip. That's what's so trippy. I think this one came back in 2008. This one got me through a lot. This one I was having that time in 2008 where you stop having experiences with the idea of guru and stuff like that. And my heart, like really was breaking, coming to that truth realization. And this crystal got me through it. But it's got two prongs to it, as does this. This is the twin flame sacred union, right? So even if we're not with our twin flame, even if we're not with our sacred union, we are still a sacred site. And when we come together, we'll be two sacred sites together, uniting our knowledge and our wisdom. But we're still sacred sites by ourselves, which is really cool. Some will choose to come together in this lifetime and some won't. And that's okay too. No one is required to do what they do not want to do. So we're going to now draw. This is not expected. From the journey of love for all souls that want to come together in this lifetime and really want to come into union to support the Divine Mother through that union. I would say if you've already decided that before you probably came here. And so if you're coming into a union, it's already been decided prior to coming here because you came with light codes and key codes. Now, nothing is ever set in stone, but I think that you can come here and decide not to fulfill that. But at the same time, if you don't choose to, if you make other decisions. But I don't know but everything's infinite, so let's not hold any truth to it. Let's just flow with it. So if you know yourself to be that, that means you carry certain codes inside of you. If you haven't discovered that you are that, doesn't mean that you won't. And if you want it, but it wasn't predestined, you may not be that in this lifetime. So that's my opinion from the flow of this card. So let us find out, more importantly, before Susan gets shot. It's called The Breaking. Ooh, that's pretty. We're going to get the glasses on so I read easier. We'll wait for the trucks to go by, and I will look for number 65. The funny thing is, two things. When you hear these sirens, they say you're having breakthroughs. So apparently I've had two huge ones. And I just want to share that any information I share doesn't mean it's forever. It just means in that moment, that's what I'm hearing to be the truth. And it's constantly evolving. So I did not mean to offend if I've offended anyone with an opinion. It's just an opinion, and it keeps growing all the time. So, next month I could have a totally different understanding, understanding, and overstanding of how that all functions. So I'm human. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it all. There's so much to be understood. But the simplicity doesn't mean it is easy to endure. You may worry that you're going too far, that you may not recover or even come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm at best. So take the test If you need it, then dive into the storm. Let yourself be broken-hearted by the divine so that you can become your truth. Become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows than to be broken-hearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassion, guidance. Bring it up closer for you. That no matter what sadness or anger, despair or frustration you may feel, you're being pulled apart not by dark forces but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It's going to be the making of you. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. Right? And it's funny, I don't know what the next card will be, but I feel called to read the next thing from this, which is called Coming Together 66. But it's really cool. I'm going to do both. So we're going to do 66 because I feel called to do it. But then this came up and that looks really cool too. So we're going to do both. Let's get started, Susan. You and another soul are coming into each other's world is a karmic destiny that is unfolding, an expression of a divine plan set in motion many lifetimes ago. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I said what I said, but I could be wrong. But it is confirming here that you made the decision. You can be in this life and then decide not to move forward, and that's cool too. But I mean, I don't think it's cool. I think it's a bad idea. Why not fulfill all of your commitments to the Divine Mother? But that's how I feel about it. And the destiny may have a romantic purpose. It may have a sacredness that is sexual. It may have a sacredness that is creative, tender, about learning self-esteem or courage. It may bring gifts of enduring friendship and loyalty, or it may be an expression of passing flash of divine force that shakes your foundation and helps move you out of a situation which would have consumed your light with the tedious and playing small. This coming together is happening, however. Know it as love. This oracle brings guidance. You are going to be moved by love, whether it is a long-term or fast, furious. It is love and has a meaning. Let it be what it is, and do not try to force it to become what you think it must. It has worth, as do you. Enjoy the experience and know it serves your growth. Two energy patterns come together, a shared frequency, and a field of possibilities, and then there was resonance. That's cool. So the one that I pulled is number 52. Now that is kind of fun. Doop-a-da-doop-doop. That's my elevator music as I try to get to the card. The Ancient Ones. Trust spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. God, that's beautiful. Let me reread that. And look at that picture. It's like light coming into this. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged. Understand or appreciate those around you in the physical world. Fully acknowledge, understood, or appreciated. I think we need to repeat that because there's no way that you would have gotten that through the Jubilee. I would stop this now and redo it, but it's just for you to know I'm not perfect. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as of yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space. They cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in this subtle world, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you're still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It only is a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirror back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationships too. Here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. And here's knowing that emotion, like winds, blow many ways. And our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. That's freaking beautiful. And this goes into what I was sharing with you, is that we've been together a year and a half on this journey. And I do not care what the outer world seems like, right? For you or for me. It's the inner world. And it's where we center ourselves. It's the commitment and the devotion and the honor that we feel inside of ourselves to what we've committed and hold true as our truth. Not a world outside of us that tells us or asks for our greatest commitments, but the commitments that we deem worthy of our greatest commitments and honoring. And that is to be an example on this planet of how to honor ourselves, the Divine Mother, and how to be a vessel so divine energy can filtrate through this world, dimension, Lady Gaia. Anything that you want to say is all true, because it's not one thing, it's an encompassing of all things. But you would know that by now because you're my reflection, and we've been reflecting back a deeper awareness of what words truly mean and what understandings, how much depths and how much deepness they hold for each and every one of us. So your commitment to that is something that you, that is your golden ticket, right? That is the part of you that you've honored amongst all obstacles and everything outside of you that would state that it's not real and it's impossible. So give yourself a hug today and say how proud you are, Susan. I'm so proud, so proud, so proud of you. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you and all of you. So let's encode this video with our beautiful friends here. I encode this video with the highest light, the highest love, and the highest of sounds and vibration for all my fellow spiritual friends out there that, like me, took a leap of faith to discover. Oh my God, do you hear that? Another one's coming. To discover an inner truth that you can only know inside yourself. I'm so proud of you, and this video was made for all of you. So let's go.